Good afternoon and welcome to Titan Talk. Thanks for joining us, guys. Today you've got myself, Lieutenant Coop. We've got our gracious and wonderful local talent, Catherine McFarland, with us.
Afternoon.
And we have a special guest, our recruiter, Kimberly, with us as well.
Hi, Kim. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for joining us today and giving us your time out of your busy day, because I know you're always extremely busy. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about some stuff that we're doing. We've done them in the past for holidays and stuff, but we've decided we wanted to do kind of more of them and involve you guys more. They're called Team Titan Days, I think is what the name of it is. So Kim's here, and she is going to kind of give us a rundown on all of this stuff. So again, guys, welcome Kim to the show, and thank her for her giving us her time. So Diego, it's good to see you. So Kim, give us a little bit of a rundown. What are Team Titan Days?
So first and foremost, thanks for having me. But also, Team Titan Days are going to be us really trying to get to know you guys and know what exactly drives all of you to come to work every day, what helps you to be interested in this field, as well as be interested in the work that you do. Because if you enjoy your job, you don't work a day in your life, right?
Sure.
So
I'll agree to that.
So
I guess I don't enjoy my job then. I feel like I work every day. Just kidding.
For the record, you don't have to enjoy everything.
Correct.
You know.
Correct. Yeah.
We need the full spectrum of emotion here.
For the amount of time we put in, we obviously like something about it. I don't know.
There's got to be some joy to
Some
the
days I have a hard
punishment.
time finding what that is, but
I just said there's got to be some joy in the punishment every now and then.
Right. So we do have a couple of pretty cool events coming up. We have one or two that are going to be almost like stationary events,
Okay.
the annuals. And then we have one or two that are going to be almost like moving targets. So you've got the Summer Bash, which is going to happen every summer. And then the holiday event for sometime in the November, December months. This year we had it in January because there was just far too much going on
In December.
Yeah. Last year. And then we plan on doing this at least once a quarter. So the idea is hopefully we can have an event that's going to touch each of our officers for at least once a year. So obviously we are a 24/7 business. So we're going to have events that will cover only a certain amount of people, but we are hoping to be able to rotate the times so that we can catch as many
that's a
people
good
as
idea.
possible.
I know we've tried to do that in the past too, and unfortunately, we have to when we have a single event, we have to go ahead and pull the trigger on it and say, hey, this is when it's happening. This is what we're doing. And sometimes that puts people in a bind to where they can't make it. So I like the idea of having kind of an a la carte. That way you can pick which ones you can go to. Or
We've done that in the past. I think it was a couple of years ago. We did one at Dave and Buster's.
something went down.
Of course.
Stand by.
Technical difficulties.
Coop's back to work. I just sit here and I'd say look pretty, but
talk to her.
yeah. So, what exactly? So we know what Titan Days are, or Team Titan Days are, and then we kind of got a background on how it started because we want to know kind of what drives these guys and stuff. What, if any, do we have planned yet, activity-wise?
So far, what we have planned is in quarter one and quarter two.
Okay.
And the way that quarters are sort of mixed up.
Like
is
every 3 months,
every
basically.
3 months,
Yeah.
So in March, on the 11th, actually, we're planning a canine event or a demonstration where we're going to have a couple of different departments with canines come down and have a Q&A with them on how they got into it.
Is
what
Coop
it
going to get
takes.
bit by a dog?
I hope so.
Fantastic.
Where'd he go?
Everybody's going to want to be there for that. Everyone will want to be there for that. Yeah, that battery for some reason gets unplugged a lot. So the cord or whatever.
But we're hoping to have a bomb demonstration, meaning bomb detection, not
Bomb
actually
dog,
have
yeah.
a bomb.
Yeah, that would probably be. That
Some
party
drug
was the bomb.
detection. I'm hoping to have a bite suit demonstration, but that'll depend on a lot of things, like how the weather is going to be on the
Sure,
11th.
sure.
If we have somebody who's trained to be bitten, because you do actually have to be trained for
I
that.
think Coop's trained.
He is.
Fantastic.
And then we're also going to have a meet and greet with Titus.
I love that.
Yes, and we're planning on having a food truck out there. I'd like to see about having a couple of smaller events to sort
Sure.
of take up some of the space while we're waiting for people to arrive.
That's
or-
Q1.
Yes, that's
Okay.
Q1, just Q1.
Gotcha.
So we're thinking like cornhole or something
Sure.
similar to it's the rings, horseshoes,
Horseshoes.
and see what we can get done with that. For Q2, that's going to be more in the summer months, and we're planning something like a picnic.
Okay.
It's tricky because you have to have food that's going to last. So we need
Right.
we're going to have a think tank on that one. But the goal is to get as many of our Titans as well as their families out to really see who they're working with. And
Yeah, I think that's a great point.
yeah.
I know you've brought it up before, the importance of having kind of activities you can do with your kids. Because a lot of people have daycare and stuff, and so if they're taking the day off, they probably don't want to pay for daycare too, and so it's nice we can incorporate that stuff. So me, on the other hand, doesn't make a difference. If it's dog friendly, fantastic, but.
That's all we need is you bringing your brand new sassy pup and
right.
Yeah, we took her to her first park event, and she was a nightmare. So we definitely know she's got a lot of boxer in her because they're known to pull.
yeah.
And you could have had a sled behind her and walked around the entire park. And we don't have the proper collar for all that yet because they have the pincher one, so
Yeah.
it helps her. And she's just got the flat one, so she kept choking herself, and it was a nightmare. That's not happening anytime soon without a harness.
So, but there will be some events where it'll be just adults because, if we want to incorporate firearms of any kind or if there's, alcohol or something there,
Sure.
we need to make sure that it's age appropriate.
Yep.
So, these are all things that we take into account.
Sure. Let's just go over some of the things here. How do employees get involved?
So,
So anybody that's listening right now, how do they get involved with kind of, I don't know whether it's set it up or
Maybe participating and
Yeah.
making it happen.
somebody's like, hey, I got two boards and 4 bags for cornholes that I'd be willing to donate or something like. I mean, whatever. I don't know. I'm trying to think outside the box.
that we
but,
can check out.
Yeah.
So right now we actually have a Survey Monkey out. And what you can do is you can go in there and suggest future events. You can suggest different food carts that you like so that we can get something that you actually enjoy out at the events. I know there's a snow cone food truck that we're actually very particularly fond of.
Snow cones? Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Especially in the summer.
I say in the summer
yeah.
would be better.
Oh, yeah. And, having productive ideas on what we can do as a group, keeping in mind that we have a huge range of age ranges and backgrounds and cultures.
Yeah, we're kind of like a melting pot, a little bit of everybody.
Yes. And we're in just the right place to be an absolute chaos. So,
Yeah.
but sending ideas for what you would like to see.
Where do you
Titan
want
do.
them to send them to?
Well, that would be that Survey Monkey. That's
Yeah.
the one that came out this morning, wasn't
Oh,
it?
is that what it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
I got that too.
Some of them have already been answered, which is great. And then for anybody who hasn't answered yet or who, they work a bunch of overtime, so they really don't have time for the events, you can suggest an event for, something that we can all do on our own, do a t-shirt contest, do, some of the other things that we've done
That
in the
would be cool.
past. Not to brag or anything, but I was a t-shirt contest champion.
I think, yeah, you were the
Yeah,
latest
yeah.
T-shirt
The last
one.
time.
The last one, the one we
This
did.
time, I'll give you some competition. I'll get my wife involved.
That's cheating.
She
If
does
you
that
do it,
for
you
a
gotta do it
living.
yourself.
She does it for a living.
That's cheating. You can't do that. That like me be going to our
Well, I'm
supplier
sure
and be like,
there's,
I need
like-
you to come up with a design for
Right,
me.
right.
It's got to be good.
So,
I'll just say it was me.
So yeah, if you're unable to come to the events, or you work for the company, you don't necessarily want to be involved in events after work, you can say that too.
Yeah.
It's an open forum, so and it's completely anonymous. So if you kind of want to do something, but you don't want to seem like you're the weird guy that wants to do that,
Sure.
put it out there. I don't know who you
Please
are.
be appropriate in the anonymous comments. Had a couple of former employees have logins to some stuff, and they
yeah.
were less than appropriate. Had
So
to shut that program down real quick.
yes,
So,
yes.
What
But-
else is there? Do we have any so what's the future? So we have the first 2 quarters, and then we're just gonna do one every quarter. Then it sounds like
For now.
So 4 a year.
For now.
Okay.
The idea is that we'll do one once a quarter, and then once we get everybody used to the idea that we really want to know who you guys are.
Yeah. Well, and it boosts morale.
Right.
Yeah.
We can get people used to the idea that there's going to be a quarterly event and hopefully get more participation so that we can do more for you guys.
And it turns into one of those, it is every quarter. I can't make it to this one, but I'll make it to the next one type of thing.
Right.
Yeah. One thing. Sorry, go ahead.
And it also helps to reduce the amount of disappointment that you can have for missing one, but being able to go to another.
Yeah, for sure. It's like, hey, I'll get you on the next one.
Right.
So one thing, it just kind of popped in my head, and it's been a while since I've seen one, but you guys are, every officer that works for us is eligible, depending on availability and stuff, and staffing on our end for patrol, but you guys can do ride-alongs. So
Yeah.
if someone's interested in doing a ride-along, I think that's a really cool way
We
to
actually just had
kinda
someone
connect.
reach out for that
We
today.
did? Okay, cool. I hadn't seen one. I did quite a few when I was on patrol. I had quite a few people ride with me because I had one of the more active patrol routes. I was downtown checking
Yeah.
on a bunch of stuff, so they always had them go with me just because they were going to see more stuff. We went to some less than great parts of town, and some of them were like, "You do this every night?" And I was like,
yeah.
sometimes, yeah, I have to be out here just about every night. So, but that's always a cool tool to kind of get your foot in and say, hey, this, that might be something I'm interested in, and I believe we're down a few on patrol. We've got a few of our kind of mobile sites. I won't say names, but a few sites we were talking about one today in our meeting where we're short guys. So if you're interested in moving up and doing stuff like that, not just the CAP program, but just transferring positions, don't hesitate to try and schedule a
ride-along.
A ride-along.
Yeah.
It's a great way to say, ooh, that's not what I want to do, or this, something
Yeah, I'd be interested in
I would
something
enjoy.
similar to this.
Yep.
Yeah.
So sorry, I didn't mean to divert, but it just popped in my head. I wanted to say it before I forgot. So.
Product placement. It's fine.
Yes. We're sponsored. That looks like it covers most of it. I mean, that's the future, what we're doing now. Do we have any cool or fun stories about any of the events? I'm trying to think. It's going to sound bad, but I've actually never been to one.
I did the Dave,
I was
I did the Dave and Buster's one, in, I don't know, I think it was 2 years ago, maybe 3.
3.
I did the Dave and Buster's, and I got into a basketball competition.
Yeah.
Which, if
Sports
everybody
ball?
knows,
Wasn't
everybody
that
here,
Ryan Smith?
yeah, everybody here knows sports ball and me, and don't get along that well. But I got into a competition with Ryan Smith, and he absolutely smeared me. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't
Yeah, he
even,
did.
it wasn't even a chance. I think it was like, I think I got 20, and I think Ryan had like 50 or 60.
Yep.
And I was sitting here thinking, like, I was shooting, and I was like, I'm not doing too bad. And then
You
the
look
game,
over,
and then
yeah.
the game ended, and I was like, hey, I got 20, and I looked over to the right a little bit, and I was like, oh my god, what happened there?
I mean, he's got height on you.
Oh, dude, it was hilarious to watch me do that, and then to see Ryan, because I'm over here like half jumping.
Yeah.
And then Ryan's just like, ugh.
Yep.
I was like,
We
this is disappointing.
We have to get the basketball goal fixed in my office because he wants to complain. The rim's still bent, so thanks to a
from the-
certain
Funny enough, from Dave and Buster's.
yeah, that's right. My wife and I and siblings won that like 3 months or 3 weeks ago. I was like, what am I gonna do? I don't want this in my house. My wife's gonna make me throw it away. We had like so many tickets left over, and I don't remember what we got. I think she got like. I don't remember what the initial thing was because she plays that one where it's like a slot machine. You pull the lever down, you try and stop it. She wins
the big wheel?
every time. I don't know how. She's super lucky. Not on the slots where you win money. She just wins the stupid tickets so that you go buy dumb toys you don't need. And we were just trying to use it up to buy up whatever we had. And I think one of them, obviously the basketball goal was one of them. So we got
You know that one? There's that one game where you have to push the button, you have to drop the balls into the buckets that move. They go in that circle, and you got to drop like 3.
I think so, yeah.
I used to be really good at that. There's a way to get it. You can win every time.
Yeah.
Because you have to time how many you drop in at a time. I
Right.
used to be really good at it, and then they changed the timing on me, and I'm not good at
I've
it
just
anymore.
I've never been good at that kind of stuff. There's a TikTok guy that I came across a long time ago, and he was like a professional game winner.
Yeah.
He just knew how to do all the carnival games.
I'll tell you what, skee ball, that's my jam.
I'm all right at it. I always end up throwing it too hard, and it rips off the bump and hits the net
Yeah.
or the cage, and then rattles in the low score one. I can't get those top right.
I'm
holes.
a skee ball champion. I might as well have my own set of skee balls. I don't. You don't get them back.
You
It's
don't
like-
have your
Yeah, I
own
was gonna
balls.
say it's like
you don't get your own. You don't get them back if
Here's
you
your
use your
quarter.
own.
It's like, no, I've got my own skee balls. Don't worry. That doesn't work that way.
Those are ours now. Son of a.
In this most recent one that we had at the escape rooms, Ryan Smith, Kyle Stout, myself, Tanisha, and a couple of the officers, Eric Day and I feel like there's another one that I'm missing, and I'm so sorry.
If you're on the podcast, make it known.
Right.
Call her out.
But we went into Escape of the Mummy's Tomb, and
Is it just one big? I've never done those before. I'm
So-
claustrophobic, so I'd panic and kick open a door somewhere.
this
wouldn't go
room
well.
starts small and
Would be
then
funny.
gets bigger.
Yeah.
So for the first half, Kyle kept saying, I don't want to ask for any clues. No clues at all. And then we're
Is
down
there
to
like an
23
escape
minutes.
room guy in there with you?
No, there's
Oh.
a screen that'll give you hints. And for the first, we had an hour and a half to escape.
And you guys did it with a couple minutes left, right?
Yeah, we got out with a minute and a half to spare.
Oh no.
That's crazy.
And Kyle's like, don't ask for clues, don't ask for clues. We were at a dead standstill. I had no idea
So
what we
what-
were doing. And
Walk me through the prop. Like you go in, and is there like a key under the rug or something that takes you into like how does it work? Because I used to play. This is kind of making myself a bit of a nerd here. There's the Silent
Welcome.
Yeah,
Right.
the Silent Hill games or the Resident Evil games. Those were a lot of fun because it was like there was trying to like
The puzzles.
like a puzzle or like a mystery. Like you have to like the code to the doors is somewhere in the room, and you find like numbers randomly, and it's stuff like that. Is that how that works?
so it's very similar.
Okay.
You can go from having symbols on the walls or a codex that you have to use to decode
Decipher,
something in
yeah.
the room. Sometimes you have to find numbers so you can unlock something that has a key.
So is it like just like a normal living room, or obviously the
Sometimes.
mummy one was probably like a temple kind of thing, or
Yeah, so it was a pyramid, and you had to get through the pyramid to the sarcophagus, and then from the sarcophagus to the all-knowing eye or the Eye of Ra.
interesting.
And we had to use lasers at one point, and
That's cool.
Brian Smith.
I
Almost got a laser in
wish
Kyle's
we'd had
eye.
I wish we had our action cam set up for this because I would have loved
Yeah,
to.
we
have-
should have had him take a GoPro, put it. Like,
well, no.
strap it
I mean,
on.
for this right now, because both of our faces absolutely changed. I would have loved been able to have.
Yeah, if I hear
hit
lasers,
two.
I'm usually
Like,
interested.
We both were like lasers. We both went, Like, really?
We like stuff that
Yeah.
causes damage.
There was also karaoke at this last one. So
Oh, boy.
April
Nope.
sang. I
Nope.
sang Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh wow.
Wouldn't do it if my life depended on it.
Tanisha sang a couple songs. You know, we even had the staff coming in and singing some songs with us. It was great.
Interesting.
Although that makes me, we want to get you out to do karaoke.
I would have to have a lot of adult beverages.
What do you know?
I
Me
sing
too.
very well in the shower with a shower beer.
with nobody around.
Nobody around. I have great acoustics. I got all the rock in my.
Makes me wonder what a
bathroom.
shower beer is, and I'm a little scared.
It's an open beer that you hold in the shower.
No, I was
Have
kidding.
a shelf.
Just saying
shower
it's the
beer
same
shelf.
color as some other things, and you know.
But-
Beer shower? It's not a beer shower. It's a shower beer.
Shower beer, yeah.
Exactly.
Both are not bad.
I've never had a. Anyway, moving
Stone
on.
Cold Steve Austin.
Shut up.
They were sprites.
Let's see. I openly accept your challenge for skee ball. Just so you know, I'm not
Okay.
ignoring you. I just waited for the camera to
Oh.
go back. I openly accept that challenge.
Camera
Is that Diego?
Hopefully doesn't die.
No, Diego left. He had some stuff
Oh,
to do.
fine, Diego. See you later. Well, is there anything else you want to add to it?
Shower
that-
beers got me through 3 years of college. Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
so true.
Absolutely.
So true. Gosh, that's whoever said that's a smart person. They're fantastic. After my best shower beer is after mowing the yard because I usually have
Oh, yeah.
2 or 3 while I'm mowing.
I say, oh yeah, like I know, like I do that. I don't have a yard I have to mow.
Well, you can just agree with me.
Well, I've done it in the past because
He mows McFarland's yard sometimes.
you know
Yeah.
what's funny is
The show was who's out on the mower out there? It's Coop.
he wanted
wants-
a beer.
he wants a
you
shower
know.
beer
Yeah,
afterwards.
he wanted to
Just
set
for the
himself up for a
experience.
shower beer. Yeah, no, it's just have 2 or 3 while you're mowing, and then that one where you go. Well, I jump in the pool sometimes too, but usually I'll go in and still like cleanse my body,
Shower
and
off, yeah.
shower beer is needed.
I mean, even cleansing in the pool afterwards, you still want to go get that like
Yeah.
shower in because
Yeah.
the pool cleans you, but it doesn't. It's not the same.
No, I embarrassed myself and was like, yeah, there was like a day or a weekend where I didn't shower for like 2 days because I just got in the pool every day. And so like I felt clean, but then I was like the third day I was like, I'm disgusting. Like, I need to shower immediately. It's not the same.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Oh,
I can't go
you
24
know
hours
me. I'm
without
an OC. Yeah, I shower sometimes twice a day. So,
I can't go 24 hours without it.
but I'm
Other
trying
than
to-
that, I think is that everything we got on the Teen
Yeah.
Titan days.
I
yeah,
know-
future now and before. So
So our HR generalist has actually suggested that we do a Harry Potter themed event where we have
That'd be cool.
the Goblet of Fire type event. You know.
Isn't that the snitch or the Quidditch or whatever?
No. So that is Quidditch.
That's part of the
Goblet of Fire is
play that in the
entirely
training room.
different. It's a tri-wizard
Broomsticks and run
tournament
around
type.
and throw the snitch at each other. Or that one big ball. What's the ball called?
I don't know if I can
Looks like a
lift
bowling
the blunder.
the quibble.
No, the
Quibble?
no,
No, that's
the
not
big
right.
one.
You're asking the wrong. I've watched the movies once.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
They
I
were
know there's a
good.
bludger.
That's the one. Oh no, that's the person who hits it, isn't it?
No. The bludger is the one that that shakes.
Yeah, that's the big one. That's the
No,
one he's talking
that's
about.
a quaffle.
Too many terms. All right, I
Quaffle,
give up.
bludger, snitch.
Sure.
Nerds.
There's 3.
What do you mean? I don't know them.
So
But,
that would be
yeah.
cool. Well, and like Kim said, drop some comments in there if you are
Absolutely.
If
You
you,
know,
have
that's the
like,
thing. If
hey,
you guys
we
have-
should do a Duck Dynasty theme party or something. I mean,
Don't
whatever.
If,
Yeah.
someone puts that in the comments after the video and they watch this afterwards, I'm not going to tell them.
I haven't
about
watched
it.
that show in like 10
We were
years.
going to do a pumpkin carving contest in October.
That would be fun.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Well, and that's one you can do
Or even
like.
pumpkin painting.
That's actually a
something,
really good
you know.
idea, Kim. We should do that this October and just say, hey, like the day before Halloween, we'll pick a winner and give them like a $100 gift card because you can do that at home and just take a picture.
Take a picture of it and send it in.
And just send it in. That's a really good idea because that right there is a perfect way to reach a guy that works overnights, a guy that works evenings,
here's-
a guy that works
We
days,
could-
or gal.
We could even do that with
Anybody can do
involve
that.
your kids. So if your kid wins, you get a special prize.
Yeah.
It's like if you win, you get a normal prize.
And you got to incorporate Titan in it somehow.
Yeah.
Right.
And then if your kid wins, you get like your kid gets something, and then you get something for allowing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, keep the ideas coming. I'll put my thinking cap on to see what I can do to help. I still think that laser tag idea would be great.
It
So,
would.
I'd be a.
I don't
It'd be
know,
better
liability if
than-
people get hurt or something.
So laser tag would
Most
actually
of us
be
like
safer
guns, so-
than BBs. So
Yeah, yeah,
if we
I
were
don't
going
think
to do
shooting
Okay,
anything,
look. Okay, now she's calling me out on
Airsoft
this.
nerd.
She's
Airsoft
calling me
nerd.
out on this because I airsoft, and so
Nerd.
I had mentioned once that I thought that'd be a good idea, and then everybody in HR was
Yeah.
like, "That's a nightmare because someone's gonna get hurt." I'm like, "Look, it's fine. It
we're
doesn't
going to stamp
hurt."
workman's comp on
I
this
remember
right
the first
now.
time you and Roses came back and like you
Oh,
showed me your
pelted.
arm. It looked like you had you had chicken pox.
I was pelted.
You
that
know
was what you
what?
could see. My arm was covered in it, but like
Yeah.
my chest and my back were covered in them too.
We could probably do something like Dave and Buster's or Main Event where it has a
Laser tag.
bowling, whatever. So you have a wide variety of things
I
that
like
people
bowl.
can participate
Dave and Buster's
in.
doesn't have bowling.
No.
Main
But
Event
Main
does,
Event
that's
does.
right.
Main event's got a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
So
So it
I
would
think
just
they've
be
got escape
getting
rooms,
it all
too.
together.
Do they really?
I don't know.
I know that is it Main Dave and Buster's the one up north? I think is the one that has the like the zip line stuff up above everything.
Yeah, the ones where
Main
people
Event does,
fake.
too.
They do like the rag doll and it's
Yeah.
just a
Yeah.
guy flopping
Yeah, yeah.
around. Those are always fun.
I mean, that's pretty cool for kids. I mean, I'd be a little afraid to see me
I've
or you
actually done
hanging off
that.
that thing.
I wouldn't trust it. I wouldn't trust that way too much. I can see things snap, and I got to sign a paper that says if I die, they're not responsible. So I'm like, no, I'm probably not going to do that.
Hear me out. 10v10 simunition tournament. So that's not a bad idea, but it's
I
the
actually
same.
love that, but
it's the
Workman's
same problem with
HR,
airsoft.
you know. Yeah.
It's actually a little
Yeah.
worse. 'Cause
Projectiles.
those hurt a little bit more than
Here's
airsoft
what
does.
we do. We put it forward to HR as a themed event from Divergent. We don't tell them what it is, just capture the flag. And then there just happens to be simunition also there.
The problem with simunition, I like the idea, and I've used simunition before. I did a training with local law enforcement here. Leon was a part of it, and they use simunition to help train their guys and everything. And it's really cool. I did a bunch of research on it to see if that was something that we could do with our patrol officers or something like
Probably
that.
not.
It is so expensive.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The simunition rounds are probably triple the price of a regular bullet, and it is just
No thanks.
it's
FMJ or
crazy to
hollow
think.
point?
Yeah.
Hollow, like it's crazy expensive for the simunition, and then even then it takes a special gun, it takes special barrels. You can't shoot it. It's really cool idea, but but if you don't have the actual setup for it, you're looking like it's ridiculously expensive to get into. It's really
Congrats.
cool.
Yeah.
That's really the only reason why we can't do it is that right there.
Yeah, sure.
It's not
Nothing
'cause
else.
it's not because we don't want to be no fun. It's,
Right.
We have
It's
rules.
just too expensive.
We got rules. Let's see what the weather. 67 today. Holy smokes. But back to frigid, cold temperatures starting Wednesday. And then a nice
I thought
warm
I
up
saw
for the weekend.
I thought I saw over the weekend it was supposed to rain or something this week. Did it go
Looks
away-
like
did it go
rain
away?
on Wednesday and then rain on Tuesday
There you go.
of next week.
So stay bundled up, stay warm, stay hydrated, guys.
Get out, dude. I did a bunch of yard work yesterday, so take advantage of that.
Of your yard work?
Take advantage of getting yard work done while it's
The
nice.
good, the good weather
A
while
little
it's so you
spring
can.
cleanup. Yeah, don't you take advantage of my yard work. Yes.
I do. I don't
I'll
have to
drive
do
by and
any
look
yard
at
work
it.
because you do all of yours.
She's like, honey, I don't have to mow the lawn. McFarland already did.
Yeah, exactly.
So other than that, I think that's all we got. Kim, I want to thank you again for your time
thanks
and
for coming on.
breaking this down for us and letting us know all this stuff.
Hopefully, you see a little uptick in response to the surveys and stuff.
If you watch this afterwards, you see that Survey Monkey.
Our our cult following of 10 people.
Guys. 6 employees.
It'd be 7, but I'm here.
There you go.
It's upsetting. I'm hoping, I'm not going to mention any names, but she logged in last week on Friday and she was saying something, and I don't see her in chat right now. And I'm a little upset because I thought she was going to be one of our watchers going forward, but apparently we're just not good enough. So
It's too bad.
not mention any names, but you know who you are. But other than that, I think that's it for this. So
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
we're gonna leave you out again. Kim, thanks for joining us. If you guys have any ideas on what you guys might think would be a good event for us to have on a Team Titan Day, fill out the Survey Monkey, or you can leave it in the comments here. When I check the comments, if there's any really good ones that don't count Simunition, I will let HR know, and that way we can get all that stuff set up. And we can take a look at that stuff. If you guys have any food truck recommendations for that, again, put it in the Survey Monkey. But if you've already done that and you just want to put in another recommendation, put it in the comments. Other than that, we appreciate you guys' time. Thank you so much for joining us today, Kim. Again, thank you so much for devoting the time for us to this. And then we will see you guys the next time. So stay safe, stay warm. Thanks for joining.
Take care, guys.